Hello folks. Today I'm gonna play Katawa Shoujo. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but my friend told me play this. I assume he's trolling me and this game is gonna be awful or something, cause it looks like a JRPG thingy, which I don't normally like. So first let's look at options. We're not doing any adult content. Hush, hush, hush. I'm gonna just turn down this a bit. I don't want that playing too loudly. So, we're gonna start. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. There's a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. Perfect. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Hisao, just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure that note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least shit. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white-painted sky are the only signs of time passing in this stagnant world. This person is surprisingly deep. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time is slowed to a crawl. I've always wanted to have a conscience, constantly writing a book for me. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. We're gonna go on ninja on them. Hisao? You came? A hesitatingly, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. Oh, so I'm playing a pervert. I turned to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart began to race. I wanna go. Wait, no, this is the guy. I wanna go. I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Really? You were thinking all afternoon? I mean, like, are you retarded? Because I could come up with something better. Did you have, like, a speech written, and then, like, once it's her, like, oh, I just throw that shit out the window? Pathetic. I know, right? I wanna go. Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Should probably see a doctor about that, bro. We're cutting to... what? Holy shit. Oh, God. I thought someone, like, is gonna, like, pop the fuck out of nowhere. That heartbeat was hardcore. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. Now, back to this. I don't know why we went to the... God damn it. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up in the branches. The I'm not pronouncing that. Noise is music to my ears. God, this douchebag. I wanna go flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Is she gonna talk? Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. God. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Going back to this scene. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. You see? Oh god. I wanted to know. Shit. If you'd go... Look at this shocking revelation. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Jesus Christ. Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain across my arms. Hisao? With a question mark and exclamation point. Oh god. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot upon and shoot open in terror. Jeez. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. He's so... Why are you yelling? The beating in my chest suddenly stops and I grow weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the don't winter sky. The last things I remember for is being aware of the sounds of Ivanka screaming for help. Jesus. Do you faint every time you get asked out? Oh shit. I just got serious. Wow. Okay. Jeez. That's one shiny button. I wish I could... Can I press the shiny button? I can't press the shiny button. Blue 123. What a name. Cummy fish. Raid. Good job, Raid. These names. Good job, Mike. The clock is clicking. Tick clock tick. Tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock. Tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock. Tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock tick tock. Tick tock. It's been 4 months since my heart... Oh, Jesus! You had a heart attack? God damn it. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Fuck you, pronunciation. Fuck. A strange word. A foreign alien. I know, right? At least he agrees with me. I'm glad obnoxious pricks can agree with me for once. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go so long with it without anything happening. That's what we call bullshit in the medical field. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. Well, somebody's a douche. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had to... Fuck you, peace. I'd already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Oh, well, I'm going to sell my house for this invisible cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards, but visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors, but by the end of this first month, when parents came faces, Wanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject. That was between us on that snowy day. Ever again! The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. I guess bedside manner doesn't exist in this world. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries had worked. So, I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still asked the head cardiologist, fuck that, about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. Okay. At some point I stopped watching TV. Don't know why I just did. Well, that must be pretty freaking boring. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. Yeah, we use D&D for this kind of situation. I started reading instead. There's a small library, quotation mark, you dick, at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working... You mean a bookstore? I began working my way through it, one small snack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a little bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. Gosh. Addicted to reading, oh no. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like the time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness. Through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself, the pages of book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Pussy. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seemed excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I last seen them. Both of them are even short of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is a ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of... That's redundant. Of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks at me in the eyes for a moment. Doctor. Hello, he says. Oh, how are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands the sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. Dad. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look at myself, feeling so numb. How am I supposed to react to this? What am I reacting to? Oh, shit. The absurdly long list of medications start staring back at me from the paper scenes in some room. They all blend together in a sea of letters. Yep, now it's a sea of letters. This is insane. Medication is silly. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed line after line with code precision. Computers that type things can usually be pretty precise. I try to read them, but it's so futile. Okay, you just been reading books for like months and months, and it's like, holy shit, medication, I can't read that. Actually, it's out of my league. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All of this for the rest of my life? Every day? I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that the list fades over the years. What kind of confident booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all! Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? With an exclamation point and a question mark? Please calm down, Hisao. Wait, it did not have a thing up there, so that was not Hisao talking. His dad is psychic. His dad is in on the narration. Yep, this is pretty hardcore. Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever if my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about the transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? And then his legs were broken. The end. It was a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from the highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students who live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids! Don't try to disguise the fact! If I was really that free, there wouldn't have to be a 24-hour nursing staff. And you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby as it's... Are you retarded? Like, I don't even... I can't be independent with safety going on. I can't be independent if people are watching me so I don't have a heart attack and die. That's not what independence is. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. Dex. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back, and I think you'd like it. Well, it looks like I really don't have a choice. What would you choose? Would you want to go to your old high school? I mean, you've already stated nobody cares about you. They haven't sent you anything in 4 months. So, why do you care? All there is like a really awkward girl waiting for you at your old high school. Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This is an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Now, where's my Oscar? Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school. Well, it's not the same one. A special school, that's An insult. That's just what I... Okay, I don't think you know what kind of disabled... This isn't that kind of disabled school. We're not talking like special education people. We're talking about people with like... We're talking about cripples, okay? We're talking about people with diseases. You're probably the biggest dick I've read about. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn. But you just need a little help in one way or another. Wait, can I save in this game? Okay. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is! Okay, I already hate this person. Like, what? What? That's what a disability is! It holds you back! Have you watched the Paralympics, dude? I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question. I'm sorry. If anyone who is disabled has read this, like, how offended are you right now? At this moment, I would be pretty freaking offended by this dick. It's funny, I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I guess this is like an alternate version of Light Yagami. My life is so boring, I'm gonna kill a bunch of people. My life is so boring, I'm disabled now. Yep, this is like Death Note. This is definitely Death Note. Except he never found the Death Note. And he just had a heart problem. He has the dickishness of Light Yagami, but he does not have a murder weapon. So, I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no! I don't say anything. The fact is, I know it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice, I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what if it was even like, as much as I try to put a positive spin on it? It's very difficult, but let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's not a special school. Wait, even if it's okay, see, this is the reason this is offensive. It's something. It's a fresh start and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake, just... Act 1, Life Expectancy. This is total bullshit. George, if you're watching this, why did you show me this shit? The gate looked far too pompous for what it... This is why you're a dick. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one's especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. What? This is pretty awesome. All this right here, pretty awesome. And you are being a dick. I wondered if it looked like what a gate... I wondered if it... Fuck! I can't even read now! Of course I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. Line of the year. Line of the year, everybody. Mark it down. Moving forward feels good. Are you writing this? This is freaking gold. So I walk towards the main building of Yamaku Academy. With this brisk pace, I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are